Oh, yeah. Norcal Oasis is a nonprofit that's functioning right now in Eureka, though our goal is to cover most of Northern California, hence the name. We have the mission of providing support and education to people with non-traditional gender or sexualities and their surrounding communities. And if you think about it, that kind of encompasses pretty much everybody except for, cisgender, heterosexual, monogamous, lifetime reproductive couples. So it's a pretty broad mission. But we work with a lot of organizations, and we're kind of hoping to get some more support in the area.
Okay, and the reason we're talking today about it is that this Saturday is Not Your Mommas Talent Show, which
that's right,
is a fundraiser for Norcal Oasis.
That's right. One of our big focuses right now is getting a community center, because we're looking for having a place where people can have meetings, or we also do a lot of classes, and so we need to have a space to do those classes in. And just having resources like a resource library. There are a couple organizations that are putting together some really fantastic resources in Humboldt County, and we want to be able to umbrella some of their work and also provide other resources ourselves, and things along the lines of support groups and stuff like that. So this fundraiser right now is specifically focusing towards getting that community center open so that people can access the resources that are already out there.
Excellent. And
it'll be a lot of fun.
and these are folks that applied to be in this sometime in August. So, is this like a juried talent show, or?
Yeah. Well, right now
we
have 10
response?
contestants. We had a pre-screening selection committee that went through all of the applicants, and we are down to the 10 finalists that are going to be in the show. And we have a set of 3 celebrity judges, and then hopefully the scratching will go away here soon. We have the reigning Rutabaga Queen, Glitterina, from the Kinetic Grand Champion. We're really excited to have her. We have the current reigning Mr. Humboldt. We know that they're having their competition in November, so we still have Captain Awesome going to come out and be a judge for us, and also Miles from K-Slug. Miles used to do Miles till midnight. Now I think he's Miles in the morning, and he's their music director. So they are the 3 judges. There is a cash prize for the winner, and we also are going to have an audience, interactive audience choice winner along with that too. So it'll be a lot of fun. We have acts, everything from, we have a drag show, belly dancing, to comedy. We have a contortionist. We have acoustic guitar player and music and songwriters. It's going to be a pretty actually awesome show.
So there's door prizes, raffle, food, beer, wine, and we have tickets right here this morning that we're going to give away, but not quite yet. I think we'll talk a bit more, because I'd like to talk a little bit about gender and just exactly why y'all figured this out. I mean, it sounds like, oh, what a great idea, and why didn't we think of it before?
You mean the organization itself?
The organization itself, and just being a support for folks to be who they are.
Yeah, a lot of it kind of came about where there are a lot of communities in Humboldt County, ranging from just like the Kinkster communities to trans communities to the LGBTQ communities, and there's a lot of separation among those communities. And so our goal was sort of to umbrella all of that and bring everyone together towards a common goal of everyone being able to be who they are, be accepted, and have resources, and just build a stronger community among everybody. And that was part of where we came about. And I've talked to people who feel, Humboldt Pride was this last weekend, and it was a huge success, and it was a wonderful thing, but some people don't feel that necessarily Humboldt Pride covers their needs, or they feel that maybe other organizations in the area are great organizations, because we do have amazing organizations, but they don't necessarily cover what they're looking for. A couple things that we're trying to add to the community that don't already exist are things like family resources for non-traditional families, or adoption resources for gay couples looking to adopt, and they don't have a lot of resources in Humboldt County for them to figure out how to go about that and what challenges they might face specifically. So that was sort of how we came about.
Yeah, I was up at Pride, tabling for KMUD, and it's a young crowd, I have to say. I realized my age and my attitudes are, so last century, quite honestly. And I realized that the young gay kids of today kind of want to grow up and get married and have kids. And that was not something that we even considered. when
I was working with I actually
yeah.
have a couple, we have a therapist that's volunteering with us. She's going to start putting together some support groups. Her focus is more on polyamorous families, non-traditional families,
mm-hmm.
but we also have a therapist that is working with us who specifically focuses on like gay parenting. And that's something that it is a pretty new move, and it's something that is not really filled in a lot of places. And I'm talking to, people who are coming to us looking for resources, and we have married couples who are like 23 years old, so you're absolutely right on that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely different than when we were in our 20s.
Exactly. And so is part of this community center is going to be kind of a drop-in thing or a place for people to go and I think of those kinds of resources as kind of a on-site. It's not like a hotline. It's more like you can be there and there's somebody there that can give you some attention.
Right, that's what we're hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, that involves earning the money to get the location, earning the money to have staff to be there.
Right.
We do have a pretty good core of volunteers that work with us, but we really need to have a consistent, staff person who can oversee all of that. And we are looking at having scheduled things as well. So there would be classes, like I mentioned,
mm-hmm.
support groups, and we're doing like a parenting series we're working on, and a couple other things like that. So it'll be somewhat drop-in, but we don't have, obviously, the range of hours that we could have if we had, 50 people on staff right now.
Yeah.
So we are working a little bit more towards scheduled events right now.
And how about collaboration with other groups like the Raven Project and PFLAG?
One of our board members is really interested in that, and so I wish I could have gotten her to come out and talk today.
Mm-hmm.
She's someone who's really focusing on our youth program, and we are definitely working on incorporating or bringing in a new youth program for that. And the Raven Project, they're awesome.
Yeah, totally.
We have so many great organizations in Humboldt County. It's hard to not find one that's worth working with. So.